Hello, in this recording, we'll look at an issue, a known issue when working with dates in success factors computation, which is when there are more than one editable date built into a template. For example, in this case, this one is an editable date for the planners, this one as well. And we can see that next to each of these editable columns, there's a formula in the back end. It's a if-then rule. And the idea is, okay, if there's no value in one of these, in the first column, for example, use the merit increase date that's here. Otherwise, use whatever is entered. So what you're going to see here, and it's just a known issue again, is that as soon as you enter a date here as the planner, the if-then formula output of the other pointing to the other editable date gets overridden and becomes blank, which is an issue if you want to build other custom formulas based on the output of this column. So I'll do it again. So for example, here I can do, if I do it from here, for example, up, as soon as I do it for this one, it removes the other one here. Not too sure why this is happening, but there is a workaround that I want to show so that we we don't get too many tickets raised on this, and I'll put this recording in my blog on dates. So basically the workaround to do this is to add columns, intermediary columns that are going to have an if-then rule pointing to the first column. So instead of having your if-then rule directly in this column, you're going to have put it in an intermediary column and point the custom formula from here to the intermediary column. So in this recording, I'm going to show you how it's done. So you're going to have, like I said, this custom date check in here, and basically as soon as you enter a date, it turns the value of this column into either 0 or 1. And as you can see, when you do that, it doesn't override the value here. So let's take a look at how this is built um, in the back end. And I think this has to do, it's specific to dates. It doesn't happen, this issue doesn't happen with other formats. I tested with text and it didn't happen. So let's take a look at these columns and how they're built. So the first column for custom check date 1 is going to say here we have lump sum effective date. That's the editable date column. And custom date check is going to be of type string. This is extremely important. It's what you want. And I don't think it's going to work with any other format. And then you're going to build something like this. If this editable date is blank, then put the output 0. If this editable date is less than 12/31/9999, then put 1. Otherwise, put 0 and you close the formula. And you do the same on the other one. It's important you do it on both. And then for each of them, you're going to go and reference this column here, custom date check 1, to in your formula. So you're going to say if custom date check 1 is equal to 1, so this is a date, then show the value from the editable column, otherwise show the value from merit increase date. And same thing here. If we look at here, it's the same exact logic, and now you don't have an issue anymore. Thanks.